Here are the top 5 reasons you should become a hypnotist. Number one is one of my favorites is you get to be the most interesting person in almost any and every room that you walk into. I have a question for you. How many hypnotists have you actually met in real life? The answer is probably less than 3. And so whenever you meet people, they are very, very intrigued by hypnosis. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some of those people that have misconceptions about what hypnosis actually is, and they think it's black magic or it's mind control or whatever the case may be, but most people are intrigued and they want to know more. And so having the ability to be a hypnotist makes you the most interesting person in any and every room, which leads me to number 2. Number 2 is hypnosis is a great marketing tool because it's so polarizing. You know, Hollywood and the media have done a great job doing the opposite, sharing what hypnosis actually isn't. And so they've got everybody fooled and everybody believing that it's mind control, that it's all these different things when nothing could be further from the truth. And once you learn how to do hypnosis for yourself, you will discover what hypnosis actually is. Now, because of the marketing from Hollywood, which I'm grateful for, it's a very polarizing tool. And so whenever you tell somebody that you're a hypnotist, they either go, or they go, ooh, tell me more. And so it makes it very, very easy to get clients because there's so much intrigue and mystery and curiosity around hypnosis. You know, if you met somebody and they say, I'm a psychologist, people go, okay, cool, that's respectable, but nobody's thinking, hey, can you do some psychology on me, right? But when you introduce yourself as a hypnotist, everybody's intrigued. They go, oh, can you hypnotize me? I've always wanted to do that. So that's number 2, is that it's great for marketing and it's polarizing. Let me check my list. Number 3 is my favorite, is you get to help people. You know, I got into hypnosis because of the significance factor. That was my first initial thought. I was like, wow, I get to be the cool guy, right? I get to feel important. And then once I started helping people, I started to see the massive transformations right before my eyes. You know, I've helped with people with so many different things: weight loss, anxiety issues, emotional issues, trauma, PTSD, relationship issues, helping their finances and their businesses grow. And I can tell you, the feeling that you get from somebody telling you that you absolutely changed their lives is unlike any feeling you will ever experience. As a matter of fact, I remember one day I had a client of mine. Back then, this was the biggest sales day we had at the time. And we did about $56,000 in sales. Now, coming from a guy who would barely make $50,000 or $60,000 in a year at one point in my life, doing over $50,000 in a day was just mind-boggling. So you can imagine how excited I was. Now, here's what's interesting. About an hour or 2 after I got this news, I also had a client reach out to me and tell me that he had the biggest month in his business, and he had been in business for 17 years. As a matter of fact, he broke his company record and did over a 50% increase in his revenue within 1 month of joining my program. And so the feeling that I got from this client telling me this was 10 times the feeling that I got from making over $50,000 in one day. And so if you like to help people, hypnotherapy and hypnosis is absolutely for you. Now, number 4 is you have the freedom to work from anywhere in the world. You know, when I first started doing hypnosis, it was right before the pandemic, and I did most of my sessions in person. Well, once the pandemic hit, I went 100% virtual. And what was interesting is I never skipped a beat. And now I do 100% of my sessions are online unless I'm doing content, you know, for an advertisement or a video. And so hypnosis gives you the power to work from anywhere in the world. You know, every few months I do a private retreat with some of my top highest end clients. And the last couple we've gone to Tulum. And, you know, I have the ability to go to Tulum that's in a different time zone and work directly from my computer. You know, I've worked from all over the United States and in different countries, and it's absolutely been an amazing, amazing gift to be able to help people virtually from all over the place. And lastly, number 5 is to earn 6 or 7 figures. You know, when I got into hypnosis, I was basically just throwing stuff at the wall. And, you know, I didn't hire a coach until I was a few years into my journey because I didn't even know there was anything as such as business coaches or anything. So I got certified and I just started working with clients. And I very quickly started earning a six-figure living, which then turned into higher six figures, which then turned into seven figures. And never in a million years did I think a hypnotist would be somebody who can earn this amazing living. And I've been able to do that and help others do the same. So if you're somebody who's thinking about or you're curious about hypnosis, these are the top 5 things. A lot of people who end up being drawn to hypnotherapy are people who are healers, right? Nurses, doctors, chiropractors, people who like to help people, right? Personal trainers, cosmetologists or makeup artists, I don't know what you guys prefer, hairstylists. And what ends up happening is so many of those people, they get bogged down with having to physically show up to work every single day. I know tons of massage therapists and their hands are all messed up. They've got carpal tunnel and arthritis. Waitresses and hairstylists that are on their feet all day long, cutting hair. And you can only do that for so long before your body starts to break down. The other thing is having to show up to a physical location. It's very limiting, right? Because nowadays with the way that travel works and the internet works, we want to be able to be mobile, right? It's not like back in the day where there wasn't any airplanes or even the internet. Now you meet people from all over the place and you want to be able to connect with those people. And it makes it very, very hard when your business requires you to have a physical location. And what ends up happening is people work every single day going to these locations, and maybe twice a year they get to travel. The beautiful thing about myself being a hypnotherapist is I travel all the time, and it doesn't, if I need to go to a training or I want to go on vacation or I want to take my clients on a retreat, I can do that without having to worry about being stuck to a physical location. So if this resonates with you, the reason why you're watching this video is because you most likely signed up for my free hypnosis training, where I'm going to share with you how you can easily learn hypnosis. And also you can feel the power of hypnosis in this free training. And so, and here's another thing. A lot of people think hypnosis is some special gift or, like only certain people know how to do it. And what's funny is, and when you go to this training, you'll discover how I got in hypnosis. And let me just say this, nothing can be further from the truth. Anybody can learn hypnosis. It's very, very easy. I've taught hundreds and hundreds of people. And so if that resonates with you, make sure to mark down in your calendar whatever day and time that you set to do the free training. All right, guys, we'll see you in the free training. Can't wait. Talk to you soon.